A turd is a turd. You can decorate it as much as you like.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Love your suit.
Welcome to Infocus Movie Reviews. If it's great, we'll tell you. If it's bad, we'll warn you. I'm Timmsy.
And I'm the Snob. And today, we're going to be talking about Justice League.
Do we have to?
Ride ain't over yet.
My man.
Set after the events of Batman vs Superman and the death of Superman, Bruce Wayne, aka Iron Man, Wonder Woman, aka Black Widow, have to put together a brand new team called the Avengers, aka Justice League, to defeat a brand new villain, Loki. Screw this movie.
Man, I am with you 100%. Like, just screw this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I love, by the way, I love that you compared this to the Marvel series.
It is the Avengers, man. It is exactly the same plot as the Avengers.
I want to call it Marvel Light, but really it's Marvel Dark. Like, it's the darker kind of cinematography of it. But apart from that, it is just Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, it is absolute trash. It's the inconsistent tone, trying to put these Marvel jokes in amongst some of the heavier, Zack Snyder-esque type of films that we've got for the last few years. It is an absolute mess.
And I've got to be honest with you, man. Like, I have a predisposition to dislike superhero movies because there's so bloody many of them now. Like, I can't get away from... Like, it feels like every other week there's a new superhero blockbuster coming out. I am just so... fatigued.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And this movie is like, and I can always forgive a movie. Think of Thor Ragnarok, like, I can always forgive a movie if it is at least well made.
Yeah.
It has some good moments, there's some good characters.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. I can forgive superhero movies and I can give them a decent mark, but I cannot forgive this movie of all of its trespasses.
I have the theory, man, that nobody gives a shit what's going on on the screen. No one cares about this film at all. The audience is completely oblivious to what's going on.
Like, for me, a big gripe is Batman loses his essence. This is a character, this is the flagship of the series. I mean, now Wonder Woman is obviously arguably in there with him and Superman.
Yeah.
But Batman is like, so successful. We've seen so many incarnations, like it's 13 feature films, including a couple of animations.
Sure.
And, we've seen the Nolan trilogy, and Michael Keaton's incarnation of him.
Yeah.
Which you feel like really got to the core of what Bruce Wayne / Iron Man, as you call him, was.
He's a loner.
He's a loner.
Right.
And he's inherently sad.
Yeah. And
there's a part of him that it just felt incredibly disingenuous to have Ben Affleck, who I didn't mind in BVS.
Actually, he was one of the moments in that train wreck that I'd say, hey, it kind of works. He works. But he is a good actor. Like, he understands film. So yeah, he definitely got the character. It's just here, there's no sense of that character at all that was established in the previous film. I could never picture Batman saying, "I'm definitely bleeding somewhere." Like, or when he's talking to Jim Gordon about the team, he goes, "It's great to see you working with people," and he turns around and says, "It may be only temporary."
Yeah.
Batman doesn't have those quips, man. That's not the Batman I know. And I'm not a heavy comic book sort of guy.
Yeah. So
DC fans, you really love these characters. You do not get these characters at all in this film. The filmmakers have no idea what's going on.
And that's it. Batman is not a leader of a pack.
Right.
But they've made him that because he's the big money maker. You need him front and center in all the posters.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just not Bruce Wayne's character to
No.
be what Ben Affleck was putting on the screen. And in terms of other characters, I mean, out of all the DCEU movies that have come out, I think it's 5 now, including this one, Wonder Woman is the one that I probably would have only given a pass mark to.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man.
I quite liked Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in that movie. And now she's shit. I don't know what happened.
I don't know, man. It's just like she just walked on screen and then just started saying things as Gal Gadot rather than the character, you know?
As for the rest of the characters in the film, like we've got Cyborg, we've got Flash,
Right.
and we've got Aquaman. Now,
Right. Who are these people?
And do we know them by the end of the movie?
No, we don't. We don't. I'll give the film some, like, maybe a snippet of a point.
Right.
For like 2, maybe 3 scenes that I enjoyed in the film, and it was the Flash character.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I thought his introduction was great.
Yeah.
Right. And then he's got a scene with Bruce Wayne, and then there's a nice little snippet of Rick and Morty on the screen there behind them, which I thought was cool.
That was actually my favourite bit.
Your favourite bit
of the movie.
Yeah.
There was like a millisecond of Rick and Morty, and I was.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You're on board with the movie from that point.
Yeah,
on.
5 stars.
Yeah. 5 But I thought, man, okay, this actor's really trying to get a character going here.
Yeah, Ezra Miller. Yeah, Ezra
I think
Miller.
he's a great little actor, that guy. You know, but what happens later on is that he's basically brought in as just a comic relief, and then that's him for the rest of the film. There's some great little moments where he's talking about trying to connect with people. They don't have a rhythm that I'm quite used to, and things like that. I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. It goes nowhere.
Yeah, and you're absolutely bang on about him being a side relief character and having no substance.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, like, you just... I didn't care about these characters at all.
No.
I didn't give a crap. I didn't like Batman. I didn't like Wonder Woman. Big spoiler. I didn't like that person either. You know, like that we see in the opening credits. Wow, what a shock. Cyborg didn't. I couldn't even tell you what his name was.
Yeah.
And Flash, I also probably didn't really care about.
Victor,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, and what about that CGI? The facial makeup of Cyborg's character. It is. I've never seen CGI that's so inconsistent. But then again, the tone of the movie is so inconsistent as well. So maybe that's what they were going for.
Actually, I will disagree with you. Not in the sense that the CGI was bad. I agree about that. I will say that I have seen worse. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Quidditch match. That was pretty bad. Age of Ultron, pretty bad.
Yeah, okay.
1980s sci-fi films, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Try as they might, blast their cotton socks.
Yeah, sure, but it was so distracting for me, man.
Yeah,
I'm just
totally.
watching that, and it's just such a rush job on so many fronts. And of course, you know, for those of you who've been following what's going on with the movie, I mean, Zack Snyder had to pull out.
Yeah,
of course,
and that's very unfortunate, tragic, actually.
Absolutely, and you know, Joss Whedon was brought in, helped with the screenplay, finished the direction, but it's so obvious with the rewrites and the reshoots. This is a Whedon bit. This is a Snyder bit.
Yeah,
and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and that's how we got Marvel Dark.
Yeah,
you got Marvel, Whedon,
right,
Dark, Snyder. Snyder has gone on record saying that Seven Samurai was his influence for this movie.
Are you serious?
And I vomited in my mouth, I swear.
You're serious?
Yeah. And I kind of see it. He's got a team of people that are brought together. Maybe they didn't necessarily want to be brought together, but they have to be for the greater good.
But it only works in that film. They explored all the characters.
Yes.
You know, and their reasons for joining the team, their reasons for doing it. Not here.
No, exactly. I mean, Seven Samurai spent an hour and 10 minutes on the first act.
Right.
Which is probably really bad for a lot of people. But for me, it does let you engage with those characters, understand them as people. These are not people. These are caricatures.
Right.
And I just didn't care. Even that random family that was chased by alien vines, I got no idea.
It keeps cutting back.
CGI.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it keeps cutting back to them. I'm like, there better be a payoff with this family.
And
no,
you don't even know their names. Like, it's just so bad. And here's a question for you, Timmsy.
Okay.
Here's a question for you.
I'm ready.
Can you think of a worse superhero villain than Steppenwolf?
Dr. Freeze.
So, in other words, you have to go back 20 years to find a worse villain.
I love villains. There's something special about them.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
There's nothing here for this character at all. This entire team is going up against a bad CGI effect.
Yeah, and it does not pay off.
Nope.
Not one little bit. And you really should have to hate the villain, but I just nothinged the film.
Yeah.
Actually, and it got towards the point that I pretty much outright hated it.
Danny Elfman's theme as well.
Yeah.
That was used in one of the action scenes from the 1989 Batman. I heard that and I'm like, oh, there's Danny Elfman. I haven't heard him in the score up until this point in the movie. And then I checked out and I started thinking about how much I enjoyed 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to watch that movie.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to be reminded of something better when you're watching something worse.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, okay, I look at this movie and we talk about plot holes in movies. This one has more plot holes than Superman would be able to jump in a single bound. Like it is just layers and layers and layers of just absolute rot.
Yeah, yeah. It just piles on the stupid pretty much from the opening sequence.
And he's better than that.
Yeah,
I mean, they
totally.
all are.
They all are. The only thing I can think of is like maybe they were sick. You know, they weren't feeling very well that day in the writing room.
For about 12 months or something.
Yeah, that's right. It was a long-term illness.
With the production, the CGI, the whole bit, everyone was just feeling really unwell.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Warner Brothers made this film and they just had to slap names on it.
The interns they've taken over the ship, you know. To hell with quality.
Yeah, to hell with quality. You know, we just got to pump it out because that's where the money is, kids. Yeah.
Yeah, just put Batman's name to it, that'll work.
Yeah, that always works.
Look, I gotta say, on my Instagram community, I run a page called Pure Cinema.
Pure Cinema. Yep.
And we have enough followers that I'm very angry at right now because I did a poll of hot or not, basically like Rotten Tomatoes. Justice League, hot or not? And it got 53% hot, Timsy. 53% hot.
53% hot.
That's more than half. Slightly.
Slightly more than half. Like, did they see the film? Like,
oh, I don't know.
It's just like, oh, Batman's in it. It's got to be good. Like,
yeah.
Is it? I don't know what's going on there, man.
I actually have a feeling that a number of them may have just, like, it's anticipated. I want to see it.
I want to see it, and I want to like it before I've seen it. Maybe. Instagram fail. Maybe there's issues with Instagram at the moment. Like, I'm just trying to defend Pure Cinema, but
I promise you, I very nearly shut the page down.
Yeah.
Like it got to that point. It's kind of like when you find a spider in the house and you just set the house on fire. It was pretty much that reaction. I was just like, I feel so sick right now.
Yeah.
I feel like a Warner Brothers employee.
I feel for you, Snob. I really do, mate.
Could not do it, mate. Could not do it. So anyway, what do you rate it?
Oh, 5 stars, easily.
Yeah, it was
amazing piece of cinema that I'll go back tomorrow and watch again.
But seriously.
Yeah. Screw this movie. Seriously, screw this movie. It is dog shit. 1 star.
Yeah, look, I gave Batman vs Superman 1.5 stars, and I think this is just as bad. I don't think it's worse. I think it's just as bad. I'm gonna give it 1.5 stars.
See, I'm afraid of bugs and guns and obnoxiously tall people and murder, and I can't be here. It's really cool. You guys seem ready to do battle and stuff, but full transparency, I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people and run away.
Save one.
What?
Save one person.
Which one?
Don't talk, don't fight. Get in, get one out.
And then?
You'll know.
So, Timsy and I managed to sit through Justice League. Did you?
Why?
And why? Why did you do that?
You didn't have to. We tried to warn you. Yeah.
But if you did, and you agree with us, please leave very complimentary comments below. If you disagree with us, please keep any rants to a word minimum. We'll try and get to those, but
we'll probably skim past them anyway.
Well, we have lives and families.
Yeah.
So, but yes, please leave comments below and give us a big like if you can.
Absolutely. Like, subscribe, all that really, really cool stuff. More reviews coming out shortly, guys. Until next time, support your local cinema.